Here we go. Let's go again.
Genesis 1:10. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters called he seas. Arrangements, grouping, categorizing are manifestations of order.
You see our components of order. Components of order are arrangements, grouping, categorizing, management, division, demarcation, separation. All those things are categories of order. So God called the dry land earth. You remember where that is coming from? And the gathering together of the waters called the seas. You remember where that is coming from? He wanted the firmament and the earth, where that is, and then what he wanted and what he didn't want, right? He's now branding them and making them into separate products. You see, there is no more creation here, but arrangement of things, proper placement of things. And God saw that it was good.
Genesis 1:11-12. And God said, let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth. And it was so. And the earth brought forth grass, and the herb yielding seed after his kind, and the tree yielding fruits, whose seed was in itself after his kind. And God saw that it was good. Now, that's the real deal.
That's okay. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So,
according to its
kind points to the principle of order.
Yeah. According to its kind, it means order. According to its kind, its type. So each type and each category is organized according to the precepts of what they are, according to their species. So according to its kind, that is talking about order. You see, this whole chapter is more about order than even creation.
Genesis 1:14-15. And God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons, and for days and years. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth. And it was so. A job description is an act of order.
You see, this is job description here. He said, and God said, let there be light in the firmament of heaven to divide the day. What is he supposed to do? That's job description. Have you heard of the concept of job description? Job description is in every company. It means that whenever you want to have order, you must have job description. If you want to have order, always have job description. If you have anything you create, always have a manual. That's where the idea of manuals come from. Manuals to television, to anything you produce, manuals. And this is what God is doing here. He's giving job description to the light, to the firmament, to the day, to the night, to the seasons. You see, he said, and God said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide. What is he supposed to do? To divide the day from the night. That is the job of the light in the firmament. That's why we have what are the lights in the firmament? We're talking about the stars, the moon, the sun, the divide. That is different from the original light that God created. So those lights in the firmament now, they are the ones that divide the day from the night. That's why at night, the sun moves to the other side. Here, there is no sun now. Why? Because it's night here. But in other place, it is day. It divides the day. That's job description. And let them be for signs and for season. And that's why we have winter. You have summer. You have spring. You have fall. It's all created in this place. And it's no more creation. It's just order. It is order that creates time. It is order that creates season. It is order that creates, winter, summer, and all those things. And for days and years, and let them be for night in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth, and so it was. That is job description right there. Job description is an act of order. If for you to have order, you need job description. That's what it means. Anything you do, always make sure you put job description. Not just job description for human beings. One of the things that people do is that they put job descriptions only for human beings. But as we see from the example of God here, job description is necessary not just for humans, but for products as well and for things. Now, are you people sure we have enough cookies and candies there today? You have enough, okay. Do we have coffee and tea as well? Okay, so that the beautiful lady here doesn't go to sleep on me. Somebody help her with some candies and cookies. Okay, here we go. Let's we watch the video, let's keep on going. Okay.
Genesis 1:16-19. And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also, and God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good, and the evening and the morning were the fourth day.
The greater lights are the moon and the sun. So he's just telling us that everything has its place. This is order. This manifestation of order that you see here. For example, he says, and God made the greater light to rule the day. The lesser light, those are the stars, to rule the night. He made the stars also, the moon and the stars, and God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide. You see, divide. That's also order right there. Divide the light from the darkness. Divide. That is demarcation, what we spoke about. Demarcation, what we spoke about. And God saw that it was good, and the evening and the morning were the fourth day. That is also job description for you. And creation. The process of creation is happening through order. Order is what is giving birth to all these new products that we are saying.
Genesis 1:20-23. And God said, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that had life, and fowl that may fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven. And God created great whales and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly, after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let fowl multiply in the earth. And the evening and the morning were the fifth day.
What is this all talking about? This is talking about purpose, goals, targets, calling. All these things, purpose. Anytime we talk about purpose, we are talking about order, really. Anytime we talk about goals, you are talking about order. Anytime we talk about targets, you are actually talking about order. Anytime you talk about calling, it is order you are talking about. For example, all of us are here. When you help, let's say a pastor. One of the key secrets for me to be a successful pastor is that I use the principle of order. How? Let's say you have 100 people in your church. Through the principle of order, help everybody to discover their purpose, their calling, give them job descriptions on how to get that calling accomplished, release them into it, everyone into his own land of promise. Teach them how to conquer it. That is order. By putting management, structure, system into everybody that you have in church, helping everybody, guiding everybody to walk in their calling, putting order, not just having a crowd of people coming to church. That is how 100 people could be used to turn around the whole country. For example, let me have 3 or 4 or 5 people. Please stand. Put on the light as well. Yeah. So just mention an area of life, and every one of you. Maybe what you like, what you want to influence. Football, sports. Okay, you are sports. Come close. Yep. Next one. Education. Okay. Health. Okay. Okay, but you say some business. Let's say business. Okay. Let's say these are 4 members of my church. These people are enough for me to win Nigeria, or England, or America, or France, or Scandinavia, or Holland. It's enough. But the ideal, I always tell people, have 10. Maybe 100, but out of 100, just make sure that you have 10 that will work out for you, that you will train. If I put order in place, the principle of order, through the principle of order, we can win a whole nation. So what I need to do as a pastor is to make sure that I help each and every one of them, I help him to identify where his passion lies. And he has just said it, business. So what I will do is I will make him to make a list, order, because you don't just say business. What are the areas of business? What are the kind of businesses that exist in this country? We make a list of all the businesses. Where are they located? What is the population of people in total that are in business in this city? Where are they? Where could they be found? What are the things that appeal to them? What are the problems bordering this category of businessmen? What are their challenges? Okay, now how can I provide solutions for them? So teach him, these are the problems banking industry people are encountering. Let's write a proposal and solutions, because the challenges they are having is that there is corruption there. People are stealing, or people don't come to work on time. Anything that is the problem. We write, provide solution, write a proposal with solution. Then these people are in the factories. They don't have raw materials sometimes and something like that. We have a proposal for them. These ones are in the workers in the schools. They don't have salary on time or whatever. Whatever their problems are, we are profiling and writing proposals for their problems, and that is our bridge. That is the bridge. So that is description. That is job description right there. So he has identified his passion. He has identified where they are, location. He has identified the problems that they have. Why does he need to identify their problems? He needs a bridge between him and them. He needs to come to them with a proposal that, oh, you have this problem, I have answer for you. That becomes the bridge for him to be able to cross over from where he is to where they are, and he's able to get connected to them. So by the time he starts, but there are so many banks, there are so many factories, there are so many other things. That's why he needs his own team as well. He gets a team of 10 people that are also interested in that banking or in business or in that other. He trains them. Every one of them trains their own. So he trains one for banking, he trains one for factories, he trains one for workers in the schools. And all of them also study something, write proposals. That's how they enter into the place, because everybody wants solution. We give them the solution. So that's its own. What's your own? This health. So we say, how many hospitals do we have in the city? How many ones do we lack? How many ones what are they lacking? What are their challenges? So we do the same thing, do analysis. This is order. So I'm the pastor. I'm just a pastor. So as a pastor, I shouldn't keep people sitting there in my church just coming to jump and dance. It's a waste of resources. As a pastor, I shouldn't keep people in my church just coming to wait and say we want to receive something from God. No. I am here as a pastor to let them see clearly how they could become a king. He is a king in his own sphere of influence. He is a king in his own that sphere of influence, in the area of health, the area of business, in the area of education. I give them principles of order, how they could use order to bring dominion to their own areas. So that way, by the time he goes into all those areas of business, he's already controlling and ruling and managing thousands of people. That's why every believer you see here, they are influencing thousands of people, or millions sometimes. By the time he touches and builds a system for all the health structures and infrastructures in the country, he's already influencing, he alone, and they're just my members, he alone is already reaching out to millions or thousands. By the time education, he goes to all the schools and builds, strategies for them, proposals, and, prefer solutions for them. He's already reaching millions of students. Sports, the same thing. That is what a pastor is. And that is how one person, one church, one pastor is elementary to build 1,000 church members or thousands of membership church. But in any church, what you have, these four, you should have more members in the country than you have in the church. Because in the church, what you have is just the workers, the people who are, but people are now using church members to determine. No, you should use not how many you have in the hall to determine how much you have, but how many people they are reaching. That's what you should use. If you have 10,000 here and they are not reaching another 10,000, they are pastoring out there, then you don't have a church. You only have this little cult, but not a church. Because the church is all about, go ye therefore and make disciples, not here, there, of all nations. That's what church. So the people who are in the we call congregation, they are supposed to be trained to pastor. He said he had compassion upon them because they are sheep without shepherd. So the idea of church is to train sons and daughters, men and women that will pastor and be shepherding sheep that we shall shepherd out there in the city, in the country. So we are not supposed to be pastoring church congregations building. We are supposed to be pastoring nations. That's why God didn't build a building. That's why Jesus never had a building. That's why the disciples never had a building. Because that's not the concept. The concept is pastoring nations, not pastoring building. Disciples are the ones who now pastor and rule over nations. Thank you, guys. Just through the principle of order. If I have 1,000 people like that, that's the way. Successful pastor is the one that successfully puts order and arranges all members according to their calling. And if I have 10,000, 10,000 must be arranged like that and set out to go and influence. So the more I'm able to manage and put in the right order every person under me, the more I'm successful as a leader. You people don't get it. You got it? That's what pastoring is about. Pastoring is not managing in-house. What instrument are we going to buy? What clothes are the choir going to wear? Are you serious? You deserve. You are wasting God's resources. You are a non-entity. I'm sorry for the word. When I begin to talk like this, they say I'm something. But you are wasting God's resources. You are a nuisance. It's a catastrophe. You are making those people to be coming to church every day instead of them to be going to their field of influence. To the visiting hospitals and be managing them there. To be going to the business centers and be managing them there. To be going to the schools and managing them there. You are telling them to come to church. So when will they go? When would they even discover? You are telling them they are businessmen, they are professionals. You are telling them to stand in the usher and stand like this every Sunday, and they say that's their own ministry, to stand and say, welcome, sit down. Is that ministry? Soon computer will be able to do that. That is your seat. That is your seat. You are putting a whole human being with head, with brain. You know what brain means? To come and sit down and say, hey, come and sit down. We are ushers or what they call welcomers or greeters. a doctor, and then the women, because they are women, you went and put something on their head and on their head neck and say they have to be old makeup for and say, this is daddy, this is daddy. For 20 years. Are they not human beings? A wastage, disorderliness, an abuse of order, an abuse of resources. When a human being is writing 300 books, writing at least 20 new books or 50 new books in a year, you are keeping them, making them to come to church every day. They don't have time for family, they don't have time for children, they don't have time for anything. They're just being wasting everything, destroying everything around them. And they will die one day. And they will regret that they were even here on earth because they just wasted the whole thing. They didn't even discover what to do. Please, I beg, put off the something. Yeah, read something for me.
Genesis 1:20-23. And God said, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that hath life, and fowl that may fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven. And God created great whales, and every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly, after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And God saw that it was good. And God blessed them, saying, be fruitful, and multiply, and fill the waters in the seas, and let fowl multiply in the earth. And the evening and the morning were the fifth day.
And that's what I'm talking about. That what you just saw, those are description of purpose, allocation of purpose. Let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that hath life. That is goal. That is the target. That is pointing out the purpose. That is saying you are here for something. Waters, you have a purpose. Even water has purpose. Waters bring forth abundantly. What to bring forth? Moving creature. What kind of living creature? That have life. That is purpose, goals, target, job description, calling, and all that. That's part of order. And fowl that may fly above the ocean, above the earth, in the open firmament of heaven. And God created great whales and every living creature that move, which the waters brought forth abundantly, after their kind, and every winged fowl after his kind. And God saw it was good. And God blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply and fill the. You see, that is purpose. Do this, do that, do this. Be fruitful, multiply. That is purpose. That is what God is expecting from them and from us too. Don't just come on the earth and stand there and say you are greater, or you are, usher, or you are singing. Fruit, where is the fruit? Okay, you have sung enough. Where is the multiplication? If birds are multiplying, fowls are multiplying, creatures, moving creatures are multiplying, even water is multiplying its creation. What are you doing, human being, who is supposed to be the crown of all these things? And fill the waters in the sea, and let the fowl multiply in the earth, and the evening and the morning by the fifth day. So that is all a result of order. Go ahead.
The order teaches you to save time.
Order teaches you how to preserve time, save time. When you have order, you save yourself a lot of time. Let's go to one of those videos that we were supposed to show. Now, yeah, let it play, but just without sound. Now, what are we seeing here? what we are seeing here is a country that is one of the poorest countries in Europe. Now, the poorest country in Europe, but poorest, I mean, this country is poorer than Lagos. This is a country is poorer than Lagos. But see, this is a whole country. I'm not saying it's poorer than Nigeria, poorer than Lagos. Stop. But you see, no, let it be plain. Let it be plain. It's okay. You see trees? That is order. It's like heaven. Because they put order. They grow trees. And you think these trees are by accident? Stop. They are not by accident. You know why these trees? Because there is a rule in that country. For every tree that is cut, you must plant 10. Yes. In my country, for every tree cut, you plant it. Nobody plants it. Nobody is aware you need to do anything like that. Let me tell you for another rule that they will say. For every child that is born, if you give birth to a child, you must plant a tree. And everything must be arranged and agreed on where, when. So see, even though they don't have money, poverty, start again, bring the thumbs anyway. Even though the country doesn't have money, but now hospitality business, look what they are using. Look, tradition, mystery. You know, they are now using history to make money because they have peace. You see, they have serenity, they have order, and that order is now wielding them money. Now they are going to be richer than Nigeria soon. Because of order. See cities. See everything. See trees. I mean, green. See buildings. Order. See streets. Clean. No dust. See, birds. They are not killing them. They are not eating it. See, order. Just order. See ocean. See, this is the middle of the city. See what's happening. See order. Order alone is more than resources. Order is more than wealth. Order is the greatest wealth. It's one of the greatest wealth you could imagine. See, order. Order. Moldova is have you ever heard of Moldova, the country? That there is a country like that? Many of you never heard. But order, you see? You would think they are Europe. And you would think that they are rich. Even Nigerians will be dreaming to live like this. You see, this is just order. Order. Nigerians will be praying for visa. They will be going to line up. They don't know that even one state in Nigeria is richer than this country. See? Everything is clean, preserved, park. See, order, one treasure only, order. You see, nations, country, builds, cities. You see, you see, order, one thing. You see, road, no go slow, no traffic, nobody selling anything in the market. No market for road. No cooking for road. Light they burn. NEPA no they go. Make you come out for road. Give me the next one. You see? All those things we are talking about, no electricity, NEPA, is lack of order. No sewage, no water is lack of order. All that is connected to order. Order is at the root of everything. Let's see this one. Which one is this? Okay, look at transportation. Look at transportation. Electricity. In town, everything is organized. Clean, you see. I fit lie down here and sleep. No need for mattress safe. Look at the place for bicycle. Again, in the road, separate. You see? You see the lady with the wheelchair? Nobody did not come down. No accident. Just thanks to order alone. They say, they have money. Make you shut up your mouth. Come on for road. It's not about money. It's about order. This is for you to know the place of order. Job description. Instructions. Instructions, order. All those things I was talking about. What we saw in Genesis. Demarcation, separation. Borders. Everything is instructed. Instructions everywhere. Law and order. You see? Law and order. Instructions everywhere. Peace. See? No catastrophe. No unexpected cars going everywhere, in every direction. See all the lines? All the lane walking. It's all about order, my friend. You see the trees in the city? They know they clear the tree because they want to build a house. In Nigeria, everybody will clear all the trees because they want to build a house. As if houses are more important than trees. But whereas trees are more important than houses. But in Africa, they will go and clear all the trees because they will build some rubbish house that will collapse in 20 years. You see road? You see? You see where human beings they live? This is the picture of heaven. This is what Christianity is all about. What is Christianity all about? That it will be done on earth as it is in heaven. In heaven, there are streets. So there are streets on earth. They are clean streets. Streets that so clean, they are likened to gold in heaven. That's why on earth too, streets are so clean. They must be likened to gold. You see, for the bicycles and for the people who are disabled and things like that. You see, ancient cities preserved. All these cities are over 800 years, 1,000 years. These cities. But Nigeria's towns that are Ibadan, that are just Ibadan or something that are just less than 100 years. Nothing to look at. Everything is rotten. Because no order. I know how to rebuild Ibadan fully. How to rebuild Abeokuta, and it will still bring money. And it will still be profitable. Rebuild Lagos. Make it look like Europe. I don't know why what they are using their head to do, I don't know. They will be going to spray money. That's what they are doing in Nigeria. Make you bring the light here, Jerry. Instead of them to use their money, their head to think, it is dollar they will be putting in the forehead. As if the dollar is going to make them work. Show me some of those videos. Let me see what they are doing in Africa with their head. It is dance from morning till night. As if there is no work to do. Frivolity everywhere. People are just dancing, as if they are created to dance. As if somebody is created the whole country is created just to waste time and just kill time. As if the head, as if it's just there to wear gele and head garb, as all those kind of things in it. As if there is nothing in the head. The whole country just, anyway, they will write me again and say I'm sitting in America and abusing them. Okay, remove the thing. See what they are doing. You see? You see what he's doing with the head? Now money him they spray there. You see what he's doing with the head? It is money he's spraying in the head. That is, that is what Nigerians want. Just dance. Instead of going to lock himself up in some solitude and put some knowledge in that head. And you see how many people are running out around him? You see? That's what they want. No need for head. No need to use head. This is what Nigerians are doing with their time. Instead of converting time into concrete products. And when Bayowa is talking about the books, people are going to go off. They are going to say, his book, he wants to sell book. As if his book we are talking about. We are talking about maximizing your brain. See what people are doing with their time? This is not, every day they'll be, you look at television, either they are arguing or they are playing music. Music. What is the next move? The next steps? Rubbish upon rubbish. You see what they are doing? And that head here, what has it done? What does that head create? Yes. And then people would be give her something. Show another one. Let's see.
And then people would be boasting about Nigeria having the best music. As if music
is
music is
something. What do you do with music? Just for you to laugh and waste your life like that? Just for you to be jumping around everywhere? I mean, it was on my birthday when I had my birthday last time that my eyes opened. People were celebrating my birthday, and the whole thing they did for the whole thing, for the whole party, they would gather together for 3 hours to celebrate DSA's birthday. And you know what they were doing? Jumping around and saying, hey, he. I said, what were they doing? They were telling me they are shilling or something. Is it what they are, whatever they are saying, they said they are doing. I said, So where are the products? I can't see any product from that birthday party. They never even had it before. That even when you are having fun, you are supposed to be creating products. You don't just waste life like that. Where is the thing they play now? You don't just waste life like that. Show the one that will show page. You don't just waste a whole life on non-entity like this. Because this is only emotion. This is only emotion. This is only, the emotion is emotion. No, this is only instinct and stimulus. This is instinct, stimulus, and what's Kaka? Huh? No, instinct, impulse. This is impulse, instinct, and impulse, and stimulus. That's it. That is animalistic living. You don't need the use of mind to do this. You only need instinct and stimulation. That is biomass lifestyle. That is what we are celebrating. We are elevating animalistic qualities over, and we are burying human qualities. Qualities of a human we are burying, while we are elevating and promoting and amplifying animalistic qualities. It's no surprise that when Europeans go to Africa, they thought we were animals. And that's why they were made us slaves, because our grandfather were doing the same thing. We are still doing the same thing up to today. As if we didn't go to school again, like our grandfathers. I think they had an excuse, they didn't go to school. See what people are living their lives to do in Africa. And everybody in London, everyone, in fact, London one is one, it just makes me angry. They go to London just to dance like this. Everybody is dreaming of parties. No invention, no discovery, nothing. They are just living in London as if another animal farm. Nobody knows them. They are not recorded. In that same London self, they are a burden. Headache. They are not leading in anything. They are not, like me here, Every household name, not just in this country, in all the surrounding countries, know who I am, that I'm here. If they are in London, no human being in that London know that they are there, apart from their relatives. I'm not talking of white people, but me, I'm talking about white, all of them. They will tell you who Sunday Adelaja is. Because I'm doing something with my head. I'm not going to be doing all this rubbish. Look at my wife. A young girl from Nigeria married me 21 years old she was. Look at what she's talking about. That lady is loaded like no man business. That's from Nigeria too, just by living with me. She became a human being, totally, complete. But when I see Nigerian women, what they are doing, I say, thank God, though, I don't know these people. I mean, look at Pastor Paul say, another level. You don't see her doing all kind of things like that. She's too busy with her head, putting her head to use. Look at my children. Go and listen to my children. You will know what I'm talking about. They don't even know how they will be shocked to even see. I've not even shown them this part of lifestyle. They don't even know that people can live like this. They will just be totally they will just be broken. Look what he was talking, like a basha. He had glass like a basha. You see, this is our whole life. Oh. Everybody wants to be big man. Big man for where? You don't create anything. You are just using. You are just consuming what other people created. Please, wait, call the thing for me. Write something there. The next HMT I've said I'm going to teach on principles of national transformation. And I mentioned another thing that I want to teach you on. What is the other thing? Questioning? The art of questioning. The art of questioning is another thing I said I want to do, right? Okay, I want to also do an HMT on low yielding lifestyle versus high yielding lifestyle. This is what we are talking about. This is low yielding lifestyle. But if I'm going to do daily broadcasts about this thing, they are going to hate me more. They are going to kill me because I'm going to condemn all their these are low yielding, animalistic biomass lifestyle. This is low yielding lifestyle. Do Germans do this? Yes. Do Americans do this? Yes. But once in a while, this is not their life. This is maybe 1/6 or 1/7 of their life. But the German, this is their whole life is about this. All right. I'm sorry, guys. Let's go back to my notes. I'm sorry, guys.
Genesis 1:16 to 19. And God made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day, and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also. And God set them in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth, and to rule over the day and over the night, and to divide the light from the darkness. And God saw that it was good, and the evening and the morning were the fourth day. A job description is an act of order.
So this is the same thing we are talking about. We see order everywhere. God made two great lights. We have already read this, you know?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. We have already
We've
read
read this
this.
also.
You should be telling me that you have read it. It means I mistakenly pressed the thing. Yeah, here we are.
No,
Are we here?
next one.
Okay, we are here. Okay.
Genesis 1:24-25. And God said, let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle and creeping thing, and beasts of the earth after his kind. And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind.
What is this? Yeah, go ahead and finish.
And God saw that it was good.
What is this we are seeing here? We are seeing here vision casting. We are seeing here standards, requirements. These are all acts of order. These are all fragments of order, components of order, manifestation of order, vision casting. Can anybody see vision casting here? Standards, requirements. If not, let me show them to you. God said, let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind. That's vision casting. Cattle and creeping things and beasts of the earth after his kind. After his kind, that is standard. It shouldn't be worse than that. It should be lower than that. That is standard. It has to be uniform. And it was so. And God made the beasts of the earth after his kind, you see. These are requirements. These are job descriptions. These are visions. These are expectations. Goals. Goal casting. Vision casting. And everything that scripture was going to hear, and it was so. And God said it was good. And what is it was good? Who can tell me what that is? I didn't mention it here. What is this? It was good. Quality control. This is quality control right here. And God saw that it was good. He's watching over what he has created. He's not just assuming that because I'm the one who is it, it has to be good. He's going over to check on what he has done. He's not living on assumption. Even though he created it, he has done his best. But he has to go and critique his own product. That's what he's talking about. He has to go and critique his own product. Cross-examination is called. He has to go and cross-examine himself, his work. And he has to give it a certificate of quality. He has to give himself. That, what you are seeing here, is the certificate of quality. Quality control and certificate of quality. Because and he saw that it was good. But who knows? Do you know that in this same chapter, if you want, only I just don't want to go into it, I will be distracted a little bit. There were places that he saw that it was not good. Even though it's God who did it. That is why review is always important. Quality control is always important. Somebody will now say, Pastor, where is it that he said it's not good? It's not possible. How can God do something that's not good? You see? Because you don't read the Bible. That's how you people read your own Bible. When I show you now, you now be saying, I didn't know. In this same chapter is there. I should go back. That's taking you back. We will not finish the lesson today. You see? What the point you are supposed to remember is even God has to do quality control. If God has to do quality control, every one of us is required of us. Even when you yourself you are doing it. Talk less when you are giving other people to do. Then if God has to issue certificate of quality, or what do you call it? Quality. Quality. Value. Quality. Yeah? If God had to issue certificate of quality to himself and to his own work, more so we have to do the same thing. Okay?
Right. The world is not to be put in order. The world is order.
You see? The world is already in order. God created the world in order. Order helped God to create the earth.
It is for us to put ourselves in unison with
this order. That's what you are talking about, my sister. Order. God created the world in order. And we have to apply order and align with that order. Okay? Let's go. Let's keep on going. We'll come back to the videos later. Or is that the end? No, don't go to the video yet. Let's go back to the class. Okay, let's watch some videos. Let's watch some videos. Now, this country here is North Korea. How many of you know North Korea is the richest, is the poorest country in the world? North Korea is the poorest country in the world. North Korea, not South though. North. See order. See order. See order. See greens. See buildings. This is your days. You see Pyongyang. Pyongyang Street. People don't have cars. Only 0.1% of the country have cars. And only 5% of the country have bicycle. The richest people in the country have bicycle like this. Every other person is walking, trekking like this. But see building. See order. See street. See clean street. See green. See pathways. They only have public transport. Mainly public transport, you see. Public transport, but see building. Order. Their budget, their revenue is about 10 times lower than Nigeria. The GDP of Lagos is about 10 times the whole GDP of this country. Lagos alone is 10 times the GDP of this country, this whole country. But you see bus stops, you see signs, you see buses, you see green in the city, you see cleanliness. Soon Nigerians will be asking for visa to go here. This is one of the poorest countries in the world. But thanks to order, see what order can do? So when people are telling me that it is poverty that is our problem, they are not serious. It is poverty of the mind. It is poverty of order. See order. See order. See clean buildings. Did you see Obafe Bawolowo University? Run down. You see? See the real building here. Everything cared for. See crowd. But they are working not in the street. They are not selling in the street. They have places. Park. Everything arranged. You see? It is a God-forgotten country that everybody laughs against. You see? They don't have money, they don't have anything. But you see, they have life. When there is order, is wealth there, is more than resources. Order is more powerful than money. Order is more important than wealth. Now, when these people have wealth, when money will come, it's just a matter of, it's like Europe. It's like Europe. This is as good as Europe. And that's the poorest country in the world. See order. See? You see that the riches, the greater riches, greater wealth is order rather than money, rather than natural resources or any other thing. This country is under embargo. Every country now is boycotted. They only traded with China before. China now has boycotted them. Everybody has boycotted them. But you see what is happening? You see what's happening? You see architecture? See beauty? Order. You see no cars because they don't have money to buy cars. Individuals don't have money to buy cars, you see? But order. You see, it's not Korea, you see. You see? Perfect roads, signs. Even though there are no cars to ride here, but they are ready for it. I think they prepared something. In Nigeria, it would have been a good argument that we don't have cars now, so why build road? But this one, they don't have cars, but see the kind of cars. What is this? What was the kind of thing? But they don't have anything. But they have trees, they have proper order, they have crossroads, they have side roads, they have signs, they have just order. Mind-blowing, mind-blowing. Let's see another one. Let's see another video. Now, this is the Philippines. Now, Philippines is about the same kind of economy like Nigeria, about the same level of development. They have the same problems, the same sorrow as well. The same
Bring it on, just before 5. Matanakula.
Jose.
Heading down to the river, my Buntag.
Yeah.
This is difficult coming down, look at this. Jeez.
This is how people go to school. This is another. What I'm trying to say is that Philippines is much more. It's like Nigeria, much more richer than that North Korea you just saw. You see how the people have to, how their citizens have to go to school, what they have to do to go to school. But North Korea, where they don't have anything, they don't have the 10% of the riches of the Philippines. This is like Nigeria. This is how people go to school. Look at how the children go to school. Just like Nigeria. Because there's no order. What I'm trying to say is that this country is about 10 times richer than the other country. But because of order, the poor country has everything perfect. But this is how they take the children to school here. Because nobody cares. No government. No government, no order. And people have to risk their life to go to school like this. You see? This is like Makoko, our own Makoko. You see how children go to school? It's easier to build a bridge than to make them go through all this suffering. You know, they are risking the life of a child to go to school and come back every day like this, just to go to school. Where is government? You tell me where is government is there. Even if you don't have government, consult any international organization. They will be able to provide something for you. Just think. Order. The lack of order will make heaven. The Philippines has so much riches, it's like heaven. It will make heaven become like hell. Because lack of order will make heaven, potential heaven, to become hell for you. Look, let's go to another one, Joe. We still have another video, right? Now let's see Tokyo, what order could do. Put voice, let it put voice. This is a crowded city, more crowded than Lagos. But thanks to order, see what is happening. This is more crowded than Lagos, oh, but you can't tell. You see? You can remove the voice. You see order? You see development? It is not the riches that count. It is the order of things. Putting things in order. Making everything work in their places. It's a busy day, busy town, thousands of people, but everybody going about their way of life. Crowded. I'm just doing the church for you to know that it's overcrowded, but even that is able to be managed. Because there is a place for people to walk, there is a place for cars to walk. Everybody living their lives. Okay, thank you.